We're pitting 3 s'mores-inspired desserts against each other in a battle for the title of the ultimate s'more. Which s'mores will reign supreme? We want your vote. Let's start off with the easiest. It's super simple, but everyone will be impressed when you show up with this treat. We're gonna start off with 2/3 of this 30-ounce tube of cookies, and I'll show you what we're gonna do with the last third later. If you have a favorite recipe, you can start there, but this is our simple version. We're gonna portion these into 1/4 cup pieces using a measuring cup or a cookie scoop if you have one. And then next you're gonna flatten each piece a little bit bigger than the palm of your hand. Next we're gonna grab our s'mores ingredients. Graham cracker squares, our chocolate bar. We're gonna go with the classic, but hey, be creative. And our square marshmallows, otherwise you end up with 2 big humps. I'll show you that difference later. To build, we're gonna lay 1 graham cracker square on top of our flattened cookie. Next, you're gonna add your chocolate, then your square marshmallow, and lastly, another flattened cookie. Now, pinching the dough is gonna be the hardest part of the whole thing, but it's not hard at all. I know it looks like it's not gonna be enough dough, but you're just gonna take the cookie and gently form the cookie around the filling and just rotate in your hands. And keep on going until you have them all formed. And that's it. Throw these in the oven at 350 for 15 to 16 minutes. And best part, no need to chill before you bake them. So be forewarned, these still look pretty gooey even though they're done. And there you have it. These look so good, but wait, there's more. You have to crack one open. Now look at that. Not only do they look amazing, but they taste amazing. That's a gooey cookie. What's nice is you get that milk chocolate from the center. That's goo, the marshmallow, and you taste that graham cracker. And then you get the bonus of the chocolate chip cookie. And the best news is they are dead simple, but everyone who grabs one will think it's the best cookie ever. Just a side-by-side comparison, same amount of cookie dough, same amount of chocolate, same amount of graham cracker, everything. The only difference is I use flat marshmallow versus 2 of the round ones. And this is what happens. So that's why I like that one. So let's dive into the next cool dessert, or maybe we should call it cold. It's ice cream without the need for an ice cream machine, because who's got space in their cabinets for that anyway? I know I don't. Get out a pan and grab 2 cups of mini marshmallows. Now torch them just so they're toasty. First time I did these, I used parchment paper underneath here. Let's just say parchment paper burns and caught fire with all my marshmallows on top of it. And if you don't have a torch, pop them in the oven on a high broil. We just want the toasty look and taste, not melted, and then set them aside to cool. Now for the ice cream, to a chilled bowl, we're gonna add the cold heavy cream, some vanilla and salt, and we're gonna use a hand mixer to whip it up until we get stiff peaks. This will give your ice cream a creamy and airy texture. Next, we're gonna pour in the sweetened condensed milk. We're going to continue to mix it a little longer to ensure the cream and the milk are fully combined. And this mixture will be the base of your ice cream. Now that our cream and our milk are well mixed, we're going to use a spatula and gently stir in our toasted marshmallows. The marshmallows will bring a surprise pocket of toasty, gooey sweetness. I'll lay out graham crackers in a square pan as the base of our ice cream sandwiches. Pour the ice cream mixture in and spread across all the crackers, smoothing out as best as you can. And then we're going to place our top graham crackers on and gently press them to create a sandwich. You're going to want to allow them to freeze for at least 4 hours or until they're firm. So our s'mores bar ice cream has been chilling in the freezer overnight. So we're just going to pop this out of the pan. Since we did parchment paper, it came out super easy. You're going to work quickly here. Now it's up to you how big you want your ice cream sandwiches to be. I'm just going to go with big chunky size. The ice cream sandwiches are frozen and firm. Carefully insert a popsicle stick into the center of each sandwich. Push the stick through the ice cream layers. This will create a convenient handle for dipping in the chocolate. So we tried melting almond bark as well as chocolate melting chips, but we found the portable chocolate shell was better in a few ways. 1, it didn't coat as thick and the flavor balance was better. And 2, no need to warm up the chocolate, which prevented the ice cream from melting faster. Here are my 2 methods for coating these guys. First, get a cooling rack and place the bars on it. Then we're going to simply squeeze the chocolate all over each one. So this didn't work as well as I hoped it would, as it didn't pour evenly over the side. But that's why I put the parchment paper down, so I can use that excess chocolate for dipping. It's a little rustic, but something anyone can do. And if you're gonna have like young help, this is likely the method you're gonna use. So option 2 is we're gonna fill a bowl with chocolate. This can be the shell chocolate, or if you want to melt chocolate, that work as well. Grab your ice cream sandwich by the popsicle stick and dip it into the chocolate. Make sure the entire ice cream surface is coated. You may miss a little on the back depending on how much chocolate you melt. Allow any extra chocolate to drip off. This is how I dip, tilting the bowl and coating one surface at a time. Place the chocolate coated ice cream sandwiches on a parchment lined baking sheet or tray, and then put them in the freezer for at least an hour until your chocolate coating is set and hardened. Once the chocolate is set, let's dig into this chilled treat. And there you have it, our s'mores ice cream popsicles. The combination of creamy ice cream, graham crackers, and the rich chocolate coating is a cool twist on a normally hot experience. I guess these are almost like the opposite of s'mores. Our third treat is our Smores Brookie. Okay, this one's pretty easy again. Of course you can make this from scratch if you want to level up the difficulty, but we're gonna do this from the box. Well, and a tube. So let's start with preheating our oven to 350. We're gonna line a baking pan to prevent sticking. I'm using a 9x13. I attempted it with a smaller pan, but it was too thick and it didn't bake as well. Grab a bowl to mix up our graham cracker crust. We're going to add crushed graham crackers, melted butter, and sugar. Combine that really well, and then evenly press the crumbs on the bottom of our baking pan and bake those for 10 minutes, and this will form our deliciously crunchy base. What is a s'mores without chocolate? But we need to go to the next level chocolate. Let's wipe out this bowl and reuse it. Dump the brownie mix, add water, oil, and 1 egg. Now stir it and set it aside just for a minute. And then add that little extra fudge. Yum. Get our crust out the oven as we move on to our marshmallow cream. This is gonna be tough to spread without taking up the crust we just put down. So I found if you drop spoonfuls all over the top of the baked crust and put it back in the oven just for a minute, it spreads out nicely. Now let's pour the brownie batter over the marshmallow layer. It might not cover it all, but that's okay. This is what we were saving that last 1/3 of the cookie dough for. For the top layer, we're gonna scatter the chocolate chip cookie dough over the brownie batter, just pinch by pinch, just like so. That was easy, right? Now let's throw this in the oven for 20 minutes. We're gonna rotate it and then bake another 20 for a total of 40 minutes. All done. These smell so good, I wish you could smell it too. Allow these Smores Brookie to cool in the pan for a while. I know this is gonna be hard to do, but it will make cutting these into squares or bars so much easier and less of a mess. Otherwise, you'll just be scooping. It's even kind of messy like a s'more. The crust with the butter and the sugar in it has almost like a caramelized flavor to it. You get a little bit of crunch from like the chips that was in the brownie batter, but the brownie is like a nice fudgy chocolate. You get the chocolate chip cookie, but then you get that marshmallow. It's yum. The combination of graham cracker crust, gooey marshmallow, rich brownies, and chewy cookie will get all the oohs and ahs, with plenty of compliments of how dangerous these Smores Brookies are. And here they are, s'mores done 3 ways. So which one will you be making first? And if you think 3 s'mores inspired treats aren't enough, my Rocky Road pie can be made without nuts to be a 4th. Thanks for joining us and see you next week.